welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. So in line with the theme of the channeled guidance this week, I thought it'd be good to talk about abundance and what you need to know to help you to really feel that abundance and improve the abundance that you're having in your life. And this is abundance in all areas, so whether it's health, wealth, love, joy, peace, whichever area applies to you, but in general it's just for the abundance that you're experiencing in life. And so I'm using a different I'm actually using the tarot to start with this time, because I thought I just want to do something different really, and I thought it'd be interesting to use them. But we have the crystals as per usual, so we've got ruby in matrix, love that, and we've got raw raw rose quartz, which is very beautiful, and we've got lapidusite. And thanks to the viewer who helped me to actually look it up properly and pronounce it, because I'd originally bought this in France and so I only had the French way of saying it, and it's not that different really, but for some reason there was a block in the way I could actually say it. So that's for group number 3. So choose your crystal or the card that resonates with you, and then let's see what you can do to improve, what your message is around abundance, or what you can do to improve it. Okay, I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. So let's see what your message around abundance is and what you can do to improve it. So the card you've got is the 6 of Cups, and that's really lovely. It's very nice. Basically, the 6 of Cups is about going back into, well, for me it reminds me of childhood. You see these 2 children, and they're joyful and they're also reminiscing, and or it reminds me of reminiscing, sorry, because of the time period, etc. So it's almost like in order to and it feels like because they're the cups, it's almost like from an emotional basis to feel more love and peace and joy in your life. It's about unlocking that childlike state from your when you really felt free and you really felt entirely what it is that you'd like to feel now. It's almost like think back to a time when you really felt the way that you'd like to feel now, because oftentimes because of the way we've been told, conditioned, programmed, whatever word you want to use, basically our ideas of what we think we want are very different to what we really want from our heart space. And if you were to take away money and all the worries in the world, I'm sure most people would have other goals in their lives than to be at work or doing all those type of things. So it's really about getting back to what is it that you really want to experience. Is it more freedom in your life? Is it peace and joy? Because a lot of the time, especially with money, people think I just want more money, but they don't go beneath that to dig, okay, well, what actually is it that money is going to give me? And a lot of the time it might be stability, or it might be freedom, or it might be things like that. And it's really good to really take the time to really keep digging to what it is that you really want to feel. And even with stability, for example, there's that what is it that you really want to feel, and that is probably still related to freedom, and to let go and to trust that everything is unfolding. Because when we're in that state of just trusting that we're being taken care of, then all of those stresses and worries that we experience, they just tend to disappear. So take that time, whether it's sitting down and going to meditation or going for a walk, and really take the time to think back, okay, when was it that I really felt joyful when I was younger, when I really felt at peace, when I felt loved, when was that? And really tune into that energy and let it be there for you, because it's almost like an anchor for you to remember that that's how you wanted to feel, how you felt at one point, and how you can still feel again. So I hope that makes sense, but let's see what else the tarot has to say for you in terms of that. So what's the message for group 1? Message for group 1. They don't seem as jumpy as usual, so I'm getting this sign to just let them be like that. So I'll move that card up there. And then we've got, actually I'm going to move it over here. And then okay, there we are. Just going to put that into view. You can see it clearly. And so at the bottom of the deck, you've got the World card. And in the tarot, that's a really, lovely card to say. For me, the first thing that came to mind was that, what is it? The world is at your feet. It's almost like you can have whatever it is that you want. And, the bottom of the deck for me represents the theme. My gosh, I'm having difficulty speaking today. But basically, it's about if you could have anything in the world, what would it be? And to really go for that. And it's almost like perhaps you've been playing small and just accepting less than you deserve, or feel worthy of, versus what you are truly worthy of, which is everything. And so it's really important to remember that you really, it's your birthright to have everything that you want. And so really think from that bigger perspective of what it is that would really make your heart sing, and tune into that rather than going to your head and imagining too much about it, but tune into your heart. What is it that would really make you happy? I know that feels very subtle, but sometimes we can get into our heads and create things that may not necessarily be what we want, whereas our heart, generally, if we tune into our heart, it knows what we want. And also the world to me represents, because you've come to 21, and that's the end of the major arcana, you've come to the end of that cycle. So it could be that you're at the end of a cycle and you're about to start a new one. And if so, then that's great. It's a great time to really think about all that you've achieved and what it is that you want to go to next. And so you've got the 3 of Cups. So you've got a lot of Cups energy, actually, because all of these cards have cups in them. So there's a lot related to your emotions, and really mastering your emotions. But the 3 of Cups is about celebration, and really I feel like it's celebrate your achievements and all that because a lot of the time we don't do that, and we just keep going without giving ourselves a recognition and love that really we deserve, that it's also we're worth it. And so doing that, you see all this, the harvest. It's like celebrate all that you've achieved and all that has come into your life and all that you have, because the more that you can have that gratitude, then the more that you can attract into your life. If you're always focused on how bad things are, then it's very hard for the energy to shift for you. And then you've got the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups is about, for me, illusions or dreams. So I take it 2 ways. Firstly, just be aware of illusions, like also deluding yourself by thinking you want something, but actually it's not really what you want. Like, be clear in your heart. And I think if you go back to that 6 of Cup energy, of really going to that childlike energy, you'll really tune into what it is that you want. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is to dream, to really dream big, as like I said with the World card, to really dream of what it is that you want in your life, and to really allow it to come in. And a lot of the time it's our resistance. The reason why we don't get what we want is because of our own resistance. whether it's because we think we don't deserve it, so we don't even see it, or we don't even acknowledge it, or anything like that, or we push it away even. So really, in terms of this, be aware of what it is that you're tuning into. Is it what you really want? But then also, you know, dream, really dream big, or what it is that you really want to have. And then you've got the Five of Cups, and again, this is interesting because it goes back into that gratitude that I was talking about. So this man is looking at the Three of Cups, all the cups that have fallen down, but he's got 2 cups which are still standing, but he's choosing not to. So it's almost, well, it is remembering to look at what it is that you do have, look at what you've achieved, all the things that you've done, and the amazing work that you've done so far, to get what it is that you want, because we're such amazing creators and we create all the time, but most of the time, in the past we've been doing it unconsciously, and now it's possible for us to actually consciously create what we want. So just remember to look at what all the good things that you do have in life as well. And I just want to pull out a Louise Hay card. Actually, no, I want to pull out a Goddess Love card. They're calling to me. So let me just shuffle these. What's the message for Group 1? Creativity sees the day. So that's great. So that means really tune into your creative space. And I think if you go back into that childlike energy, then you will tune into your creativity, and that's going to really help you to, and also it's that dream state as well, like really being creative about what you want and really going for it. Like, you know, don't be afraid, you're being looked after. Tune into your intuition as well, because I see her using that. And it's like abundance there for you. Look at all the eggs and the rabbits, again, that fertility, which is, oh no, that came up in a different one. But yeah, it's about all that is available to you. Oh, that's great. So thanks for watching Group 1. I hope that made sense. If you have any questions, do let me know, but I'll see you at another reading. Bye. Hi Group 2, welcome to your reading. So let's see what your message is about regarding abundance and how to improve it, increase it, etc. So you've got the Empress card, which is so nice. The Empress, like some of the images depending, she actually looks a bit pregnant, and you know, represents fertility and you know, having that abundance, really, like being quite fertile and being able to create what it is that she wants. And also I see the Empress, like she is abundant already, and she just allows whatever to come to her. She doesn't need to really try very hard, actually. It's more about allowing in this case, because you imagine the Empress, she's already at that stage. The Emperor and the Empress, they're already at that, how do you say that? It's not necessary, I don't want it to be like a hierarchy or anything like that, but just more, they've achieved that level where they, you know, can just sit back and allow things to come to them. And this is what I'm feeling with this one. It's almost like the issue is more about allowing abundance into your life, and you know, asking yourself, how do I not allow it into my life? And so, you know, how are some of the ways that you don't allow it? And this could be through thought patterns, beliefs, etc. For example, you know, if you don't feel worthy of having abundance, of having a great job, or you know, being able to have what it is that you want in life, then it's very hard for it to come into your life, because you're not allowing that in. You're probably focused on working really hard, and you know, focused on all these other things. And so it's, you know, as a creator, that's what you've created in your life, and it, you know, it's due to previous conditioning and programming, but it's still what you've created. And what I actually think that's a great thing, because then it shows you that actually you are creating your life, and we are creating it all the time. We just are not doing it from a very conscious level. And so it's now, if you think about what it is that you want, for example, I want to have a piece of cake today. You know that you can have that, and it's very accessible, and it's to apply that, but with to other things as well. Like, what is it that you really want? For example, and the point about abundance and manifesting, it's actually about it is unlocking those perspectives that we have, because if we don't believe it's possible, then a lot of the time that disbelief will not allow it in. And so once for example, if you want to be a world-class swimmer but you're 60, then it's probably not going to happen, because there's going to be a lot of conditioning around that. I'm not saying, actually that's not really correct. It could be possible if that person really wanted it, but sorry, it's going a bit everywhere, isn't it? But really, this is about really being in that space of abundance already and allowing it to come to you. That's what I'm getting very strongly. So let's see what else the cards have to say. What's the message for group 2? It's a message for group 2. Sorry, that example about the 6-year-old swimmer, it's a bit of a loaded question because of other things, but maybe I can discuss that at a different point in time. So then, what do we have here? And also the Empress is a major arcana card as well. So, this is a big opportunity for you that to really allow, that will impact you, not just like it's almost a really big theme in your life. And to be able to receive, like allowing is being able to receive. And a lot of us are great at giving, especially when we're sensitive and empathic. We want to give, but we have trouble actually receiving fully. And we might be able to receive and say, okay, I'll receive a little bit, but I'll make sure that I owe you back. And that's not fully receiving. And then when we can't fully receive, then how does the universe give to us? So really, look into that, because it's something that I've had to learn, and I'm still learning about, really, because of the way that society works and conditioning, etc. But it's really worth doing. And so you've got the Emperor, which is amazing, because it's again at the bottom of the deck, just clarifying that really everything is available to you, but it's just aligning with that energy and allowing it into your life. And for me, I'm also getting like that masculine feminine energy, really balancing that. So allowing yourself to tune into being intuitive and receiving, and then also that masculine energy of once you receive an idea or you get an intuitive knowing, then to go about doing something about it. But they're both that strong energy of creating what it is that they want in life. And so then you've got the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is about creating strong foundations. And so this is it's so interesting, because the Empress came out with the Emperor, and like I was saying, is about that allowing, and now is the time to really get into that state of building that into your life, because it's going to be such an important step in allowing abundance into your life going forwards, and for the rest of your life. And so really putting the steps now to unlock or release any old conditioning, firstly, any old beliefs, and then just to set new beliefs in place, or do the work to really allow yourself to receive all that is owed to you. And then you've got the Four of Pentacles. So it's interesting, you've got the Pentacles in this group. And so Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, you've got this man who's just holding on to his coins. And what I'm hearing is, don't hold on to your coins so tightly, because it's almost like that comes from a place of fear. So rather than being in the flow and, you know, being in that energy of I always have enough, I'm always abundant, everything comes to me, it's like I won't have enough and someone's going to take something from me. So when you become aware of that feeling of lack, or, you know, I'm not going to have enough, then, you know, it sounds counterintuitive, but actually let go and just be like, okay, I'm going to let go now, and do something that probably might scare you a little, like give some money away instead, or, you know, treat someone to a coffee or something like that, just so that it actually shifts that energy of not having enough. And then you've got the Temperance card, and for me this is like, it's like heaven on earth that is available to you. It's available to all of us, but, you know, if you pick this group, there's that, you know, message really wanting to come through, and that, you know, your path is being guided. You don't need to worry. Just keep one foot, you know, be aware of your emotions, what they're telling you, and then, you know, do something about it to help you move forward on the path that you want. And as you take one step forward, the path will keep revealing itself to you. So you don't need to know everything right now. You just need to be taking it one step at a time, and tuning into your heart and tuning into your intuition. And that you're always surrounded, like, as well, it's like you're always surrounded by people who care for you and love you, and then also you know, higher frequency beings and things like that. So just be aware that you're really supported. And so I'm going to pull out, yes, I'll pull out a Goddess Love card, debating between that and the Star Seeds. So let's see what your card is, group 2. So you've got dedication. Your challenges reap rewards. So that's really lovely. And so it's like, I think it's that 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. It's almost like keep going, keep building those foundations. Don't be pulled up by any hiccups and, like, you know, that fear of like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have enough. It's like, if you keep moving forward and challenging yourself to open up even more, to let go and surrender, then you will get all those rewards that you want, everything that you're seeking. And, you know, everything will be revealed to you. Just take it step by step. And it's such a lovely image as well. So abundance is yours, group 2. It's just allowing it into your life and letting go of those old belief patterns that tell you that you don't have enough, and you know, you need to hold on. It's about letting go, and everything will just flow in. Alright, thanks so much for watching group 2. I'll see you at another reading. Bye. Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. So let's see what your message about abundance is. So you've got the 4 of Cups, and so if you were also thinking about group 1, you might want to have a look at that. But the 4 of Cups is about an offering being made to you, but actually you're not seeing it, or yeah, it's so interesting. But it's almost like you're not allowing in the abundance that is yours. And it feels, because it's like the cups, it's like an emotional abundance, where there's, you know, you're wanting to receive more love in your life, or more peace or joy. It's like it's there for you, and the universe is saying, here you go, but actually the arms are crossed and like, no, I'm not having it. It's such an interesting pose, and it's funny because you might be wondering, but of course I receive, but really and you have to be honest with yourself, only you will know, is, are you really receiving fully? Are you really looking at all the opportunities that come your way and saying yes to that? Or, even if someone hands you a compliment and you say, oh, no, that's not true. Or, someone saying to you, you've done really such a good job. And you're like, oh, not really. Like, also that is a way of not allowing in abundance or allowing in gifts. And so it's actually the small things that really count. So try and be aware of, just for one day or 1 hour, whatever it might be, just observe your reaction or interaction with others, and just see how it is, how you go about receiving from others, and or what opportunities might be coming in, and whether you could be saying no to them. And if you're wanting more joy and things in life, then it's really there. It's really this, maybe it might be building your tribe, and there are people out there who think the same way and feel the same way, but it just means allowing them into your life, and that might mean doing a search for them, or just taking those steps to really it shows the universe as well that you're willing to do something about it. So yeah, that's a message I'm getting. So see if that resonates with you, and if not, let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Oh dear, okay. Other messages are there. This wants to come out. Okay. Right, let me just arrange these quickly. So at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is about balance, but almost like coming to an equal give and take, because you've got this man who is obviously wealthy, then giving to someone who doesn't have as much as he does. And I feel like it's almost a bit like karma, balancing karma. He's holding a, maybe that's a coin holder or something, but like that balance, that sorry, what do you call that? Scales, that's right. He's holding the scales there. And so this is really about creating more balance in your life. And where is it that there is imbalance, especially financially, in this situation? Like, are you spending more than you have, or what? It's not even that really. It's more like, what is it that you really want, and are you aligned with those ideas of abundance, that there is enough everywhere for everybody, that and it's interesting because our relationship with money is so complicated, and depending on if you grew up with a lot of abundance or not, or what people said about money, like, if you do this for me, I'll do that for you, and all that type of stuff. So it's almost like really take a look at what your relationship with money is, and also not just money, because money is just an energy. It's just about like, if I receive from somebody, doesn't mean I owe them. And what, because I would say most people don't want to feel like they owe anything, and so as a result, that might be the reason why you say, no, I'm not going to accept that gift, or whatever might be offered your way. But if you come with the idea of, well, you can receive from someone with wholehearted love and gratitude in your heart, and then at some point when it feels right, you then give to somebody else, but with that that idea that there's enough for everybody, and you'll always be fine. Then when you come from that space of like true love and abundance, then everything is really possible and available to you. I hope that makes sense. It's it's a bit it's just because there's so many different facets to it, but let me know if it doesn't make any sense. And then you've got the Eight of Cups, and so this is walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. Yes, you do have quite a lot of cups actually, so that you can go find your Nine of Cups, because the Nine of Cups is something that is someone who is joyful and happy with what they have. And so, you know, and because it's in the past position, maybe you have already moved away from that. And what I'm feeling is that you're being guided. If you feel a bit anxious and unsure of where you're going next, just know that you're being guided and it's leading you to where you need to go. And then you get the Two of Cups. So this can be, you know, if you're feeling in terms of relationships, you'd like more of that, whether that's romantic or friendships, then, you know, it's available to you. And this is a card of union, so it can be like just confirmation that just keep doing the work, and, you know, this is coming to you. And then also about coming into union in yourself first, and because that's such a key for attracting any relationship, whether it's a romantic one, a friendship, you know, the more that you can be in balance with yourself, again that word, but also whole and complete in yourself, then you attract someone who's similar, because we attract what we are, not what we think, or things like that. So, you know, if you are complete and you feel good in yourself, then you attract more of that. If you're feeling anxious and not good enough, then you attract that. So it's really important that you start to work on that inner stuff if you haven't already, because that will have a big impact on what your outer world looks like. So that's there for you. And then you've got the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is about inner, for me it represents inner conflict. You've got all these wands coming up, and this man is battling, but he's battling by himself. And so just be aware of your own inner conflict, and that's, I mean, that's for all of us really. We tend to have certain thoughts that we go back to because they feel safe and comfortable, and the more that you can be aware of what you're thinking and, you know, not reverting to those old ones, then the more that you free yourself to move on to, you know, this abundance that you really want to create, you know, in all areas of your life. Because often we're so hard on ourselves, and you know, of course, if we've been given a perfect upbringing, then it would be different, but I don't feel that's the purpose of why we're really here. So just be aware of internal conflict and be kind and loving to yourself as much as you can be, and that will really help create your abundance as well, actually, is what I'm hearing. So I've been doing the Goddess Love card for all the other groups, so I might as well do it for you. I was wondering whether to do another deck, but I think this will be great. I think this one wants to come out for you, group 3. So you've got authenticity, let your truth be heard. Oh, that's lovely. So that's so interesting, because what I just got is also, if you're looking for a new career, or you're looking for a new job or anything, your authenticity will really be valued. But also just in terms of everything, like if you're looking for more love in your life, or more joy, being authentic is so key to that, being who you really are, because then you, like I said before, you attract who you are. And speak your truth, and don't hide yourself. You know, you're such an important part of what we're experiencing at the moment, and we need authenticity in this world, and the truth to be told. So really tune into that and be that. And even if it feels scary at times, and you know, you might have a fear of rejection, or it's really going to you're going to feel it transform your life, because then you're really aligned with yourself. And then when you're in that powerful position, all good things just come to you, because you're speaking from a place of love and truth. So that's really great, group 3. So I hope that resonates, makes sense. If you have any questions, do let me know. But it's been lovely reading for you, and I shall see you in another reading. Bye.